Hey YouTube, this is a tutorial on how to be way better at Opposer VR, be 10 times better, possibly even be a lethal, and people will try to kill you, and they'll get this, unless you kill them, because they'll be better at the game. So, first thing you're probably going to want to work on is aim. You spawn with a gun every time you spawn. Yeah, you get what I mean. You either spawn with an Uzi, a USP, or a Glock 17. Those guns, well, they're okay. They work, I guess. I mean, the Uzi not so well, but I mean, if you like it, you like it. I respect your opinion. So, anyways, people would either aim just using one hand, which in my personal opinion is fucking terrible. So what you're gonna want to do, so you see how your hand turns white here? Use the grip, and yeah, now you have your secondary grip. This will affect your aiming as well. So you might want to get used to that, maybe play like a bit of Pavlov or something, or any VR games like that. This can reduce recoil by a lot. Here's it 100. Huge recoil difference. And before you say recoil isn't that much of a problem, it is. It really is. If your gun has a bunch of recoil, then yeah, it has a lot of recoil. You're barely going to be able to aim with it. One thing to note is bullet spread. This gun has quite a lot of bullet spread, so you're going to want to keep note of which guns have big bullet spread and little bullet spread. As I just said, this one has a lot of bullet spread, so it's better close range. But guns like the M14 here have barely any bullet spread, so it can be used in long range scenarios, such as if you're trying to snipe a mounted LMG user from right here. That can be annoying, so if you're tired of aiming at this and not hitting any of your shots, try using iron sights, because they work. Oh, by the way, press the B button on the right controller to eject your mag. On the left controller, it's Y. If you're holding the gun like this, it still works. Oh, I actually never knew that until now. Oh yeah, shoot that if you can. So us, well, kind of pro. So us pro players, you tend to see us not holding guns like this, but more like this. Why? No fucking clue. It's just better somehow. I mean, you don't have the gun swerving all the way when you move your left arm, so I guess that's why we do that. It's just generally kind of better for aiming and stuff. Also, if you've seen Damien's VR on Hipfire, trust me, it is motherfucking OP, pal. Like, I'm not joking. It is so good. Right, the button spawners. If it's ever red like that, you do not use it, because you can't. It's on cooldown. If you press it whilst it's green, like that, but it turns red and doesn't spawn a gun, that means you don't have enough credits. You can see your credits right here. See how it says 10 CR right here? I'm sorry about the technical difficulties we had here. Let's just get back to the point. So, you see how it says 10 here? That's how much credits that this button spawner will cost. all of them, not just this one. Every single button spawner will cost 10 credits. It might give you a melee. If you get the baseball bat, I mean, you can whack people with it, you can whack crates with it, you can get guns from the crates, which I forgot to mention. Oh, and you see this flashlight? If you don't know how to turn it on, you know the button you use to shoot? You press that whilst having your hand on the flashlight. That'll give you some light. No, there's no lasers in this game. Sorry. Some pistols are generally better, look better, maybe are better than they look. Take this gun for example. M1911. Classic one. It is way better than you think. If a player doesn't have armor on... He had armor on, we don't count him. It will one-shot them. That doesn't just apply to close range. And yes, weapon damage goes down with your range. It's a feature, not a bug. I can't. And it will one-shot basically any range really, if they don't have a helmet, of course. If you're asking why the game doesn't have ragdolls, optimization. Optimization is really good. Now, I see a lot of people who are, if they're trying to get out of like some tricky situation, they just run. It's not the... I mean, you can go faster. Don't know what I mean? Sliding. Have you ever seen a player go slide like this? I'm gonna teach you how to do it. So, you need to be sprinting at full speed. There is no sprinting button, by the way. It is enabled automatically. You crouch and put your arm under your torso. And that's how you slide. You can do it any way you want, as long as your arm is under your torso, you will slide. The slide detection used to be very, very bad. So, yeah. Right. Some guns, as I said, they look good, but they aren't the best sometimes. For example, take the PPS-6. This is not a drum gun. Stop calling it that. It's a PPS-8. Anyways, this gun isn't the best. You see that? 2 shot for a headshot. Even this thing's better. This thing just genuinely sucks. Why does it suck? Because of its fire rate. It fires insanely fast. Well, not that fast, but, well, you get what I mean. It fires pretty fast. And it has a large amount of ammunition in one magazine. I mean, of course it's going to have a large amount of ammunition. It has a drum mag. There's some guns that you might prefer more than other guns that some people might prefer over the gun that you like. We all have different opinions over guns. For example, the AK-74. No, it's not the one with the mag that we all know. It's the one with the orange mag. Let's see if we can get it from here. Oh my god. This is an AKM. Not an AK-47. It is different from an AK-47. They look very similar, though. AKM... I mean, it's basically the same, but different, really. Has a different texture and stuff. Now the AK-74, let's see if we can get it. There. The AK-74 has its fair share of likes and dislikes. Why do people hate it? Cause it's so overpowered. It's basically aimbot. You can hit any shot with it. And I mean any shot. It is an amazing gun. For people who like OP stuff. Which I do not! I hate OP stuff. It just ruins the game for everybody. Like using an actual gun that was like a decent amount of recoil or something. Just use a gun you're good with, not the AK-74. Everybody's good with this gun. It sucks. Terrible gun. Not pressuring you to hate it though. It's a good gun. You can use it if you want. Oh my god, that's not a decoy. The Desert Eagle. It's fucking great. It's basically a sniper. Except you can hold it in your pocket. It's also really, really big. Ammunition isn't that great though. It only consists of 7 ammo and 8 if you already had a bullet chambered. So, let's move on from guns and stuff, and let's move on to movement. Movement is very fucking good in the game. I'll show you how to boost yourself on a wall. So, we have this wall. We want to climb up it. What do we do? Do we use the crowbar that spawns over there? Hell no! We're gonna wall jump up. How are we gonna wall jump up? So, you have to jump onto the wall. You see how I didn't even boost myself? Well, that's because I never pressed the jump button. So if I press the jump button, it makes that noise. That means you kind of boosted yourself. But you don't just keep your arms still. Once you touch the wall, you press the jump button and swing your arms down. And that boosts yourself up the wall. It is really useful if you want to get up buildings easier. And, well, yeah. A lot of players use it. It's not useless. For example, maps like Happy Home, the Barrett spawns on a windowsill, so you have to parkour up to get it. You can also boost yourself onto a ledge. So let's just go over to this table, for example, near where the crowbar spawns. What you want to do is you want to place your arms on here. And you want to press the jump button. It's not working. Oh my god. My mom just came in. Alright. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to boost yourself. Like that. You do not need to jump. Just boost yourself. Okay, Matt, you might need to jump, but it's your choice. Jumping boosts it. That's all I'll say. Right. Crates. Jump on a crate. It will break. I mean, that depends on what height you fall from. For example, if I fall from this height, it'll break it. And I won't take fall damage. But for example, if I did fall from that height and didn't hit a crate, I take fall damage. So why do crates break your fall? Because they break. You fall onto them, which breaks your fall a little bit. Oh, by the way, you can kill players with crates. It's really buggy though, so if you do it, then you're probably gonna end up killing yourself. Like that. As you saw in my previous video, my introduction to my channel, Wake, he killed himself with a barrel. And yes, you can also kill people with barrels. Just take care of this guy. There we go. Now, you may see some players, like sliding really fast, somehow. Well, that's a thing called Q sliding. And it is a bug that I will not show you, because, well, it's a bug. I shouldn't be showing you how to do bugs, it's just cheating. Normally, a real man would not use shields. Now, shields will help you a lot if you're a new player, but the pro players these days, they tend not to use shields. In fact, shields really annoy them instead. Why? Because they can't hit their shots through the glass. That's why. And yes, you can kill people through the glass of a riot shield, which is bad. So what I do is I would crouch down like this. Oh, and there is no crouch button. You're welcome, Comedy Genius. You crouch. So you crouch down, get your shield, keep your head away from the glass, and peek over like every 5 seconds or something. I don't know. I don't use shields. This is the radio. It plays multiple classic Roblox audios on it. For some reason, it pisses players off as well. I have no idea why. It's just a fun little item. Don't see why it pisses people off so much. Also, this is an LMG. Now you will see your fair share of people use this. It may look like a beauty to use, it is terrible. You can barely turn it. It's so hard to turn. Barely hit your shots with it. You kind of have to be lucky to actually hit a shot with it. I mean, if you do hit a shot with it, you'll cause basic mass destruction. There's another thing with certain guns. Only 2 guns have this. It's not some quirky OP thing, but I mean, it's OP if you want to get around places. What am I talking about? Grappling hooks. Grappling hooks. You hold the secondary grip on the super shotgun, aim, and once the grappler hits something, it'll take you to it. Not recommended if you're new to VR, as it might make you a bit sick. So, yeah. Use the grapple if you know what you are doing and are aware of what's about to happen. Now, grapples can be somewhat tricky to master. So, oh my god, it's bright. Damn. So, you're gonna want to practice with them. Oh, yeah, and they have range. Super shotgun has pretty terrible range, but you're just gonna have to get used to it. Because, well, that's what it's like. Games have their ups and downs. Go deal with them. you'll see players using this gun. If you don't know what it is, it's a basic murder machine, really. This thing is the M82 Parrot. Probably the best gun in the game. And if you want to use it, well, you're going to want to know how to use it. I'll leave that part to you. That's something you're going to want to learn on your own. Now, a lot of tutorials only really show you FFA and stuff. But me, I'm going to show you how to play Traitor Trouble. So, once the round has ended, this will come up. It will show all of the scores of the players who won, who came second place, who came third, and so on. Whoever gets first gets a balloon gun, which I've just been playing with. It does, well, what you'd expect it to do. That is, oh my god, that is really buggy. It shoots balloons. This hasn't been updated in a while, so sometimes you're going to see Traitor Trouble on the map, folks. Don't know what it is? Don't fear. This is an actual decently fun game mode. Okay, so it's basically Among Us, except... come on, I'm loading in. That's the worst time, come on. So TT is basically a game mode where a few people are the... I'm in a single player server, that's why that happened. So I'll just explain in the lobby, Dan. So basically, Traitor Trouble is pretty much Among Us. There's a few traitors, there's innocents, and there's a detective. So it's basically a mashup of Among Us and Murder Mystery 2, really. Find out who the traitor is. Well, traitors. Depends on the server size. If it's quite a big server, there'll be 4 traitors. So you're gonna want to, well, stick with who you trust. And who you trust is the detective and anybody who has been scanned and innocent. Now, I see a lot of players that aren't really aware of what TT is, and they always try to kill everybody, thinking it's an FFA match. That's not what you do, because, well, if you kill somebody, if you kill one of your teammates, then you will get a text sign on the top of your screen saying killed a teammate, minus 250 credits. You might think that's a joke. No, it isn't. You've just lost 250 credits. I'm not kidding. That's a real thing. I would have had 100k credits if it weren't for TT. Now, it wasn't always 250 credits. Let me show you the dark side of what it used to be. So, when TT first got released, back in like December or something, or January, I forgot, it was different. You know how in FFA you can see players' kill count? Well, you could see it in TT as well in the early days. And, well, if you killed a teammate, you wouldn't lose 250 credits. No. Some people lost around 5,000 credits. I was not a victim to this, which is good. Because I would have lost a lot of credits from that. Good thing it got changed. At one point it was 500 credits, and then it got lowered to 250 credits, and it's been like that ever since. People were complaining a lot about losing credits. And I mean, a lot. I saw people all around the Poser VR Discord server saying they had lost like 5,000 credits. And credits are good. Don't think they're useless, because you get guns from them, gun spawners, get a lot of stuff from there. This is kind of enough for you to just understand the basics of the game. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.